Hi, my name is Angelina Brosio, and sooner or later, we're going to talk about the Department of Engineering and Security. The Engineering and Security Department. The Hotel Engineering and Security Department's organizational structure. Hotel Manager. The duty of hotel manager works under the supervision of the front office manager to oversee the day-to-day operations of the front office, including night shift, if applicable, ensuring the smooth delivery of exceptional services to properties, guests, and customers. Executive assistants. They are responsible for managing their bosses' schedules, planning meetings, and knowing what they're doing and when. Assistants also know when arrangement and plans need to do, and act quickly to make sure alternative solutions are in place. The head of hotel security, a security manager, is in charge of hospitality property security. He oversees the security department and a number of security systems, which protect the guests, the workers, and the hotel buildings. Hotel engineer. As a hotel engineer, it's your job to troubleshoot and repair hotel equipment, facilities, and systems, including HVAC and electrical. Your job duties include performing preventative maintenance, making regular inspections, coordinating the maintenance staff, diagnosing potential problems, and staying within budget. Head of Hotel Security. A security manager is in charge of a hospitality property security. He oversees the security department and a number of security systems which protect the guests, the workers, and the hotel buildings. Security guards. Security guards, also called security officers, protect property, enforce rules on the property, and deter criminal activity. Some guards are assigned a stationary position from which they monitor alarms or surveillance cameras. Other guards are assigned a patrol area where they conduct security checks. And our next topic is the hotel emergency plan. The following are some of emergency cases in the hotel emergency plan. Number 1 is fire. Number 2 is hotel guest injury, illness, and death. Number 3 is weather disturbances. And number 4 is structure collapse. Number 5 is robbery and theft. Number 6, terrorism. Number 7 is power outage. Number 8 is food and water contamination.
Presence and setup, presenting the handling suspicious items and packages in the hotel. Isang example ng mga suspicious items or package ay yung mga nasa public area lang or yung walang pumapansin or walang kumukuha. Kapag may nakita tayong package or item na may note, maaaring ito ay isang delikado. At may biglang nakitang package, maaaring suspicious package ito. Kaya kapag may na-report na noon tungkol sa threat, magtataka tayo dahil hindi maganda ang appearance nito. Sasabi din natin suspicious ang items or package kapag may nakalabas itong wires or tanks at iba pa, dahil maaari ito ay isang bomba. Masasabi din natin na suspicious ang items kapag iniwan lang to na isang tao at biglang umalis. Magtataka agad tayo dahil biglang iniwan lang ang package at walang pasabi kung para kanino. Kapag nakakita naman tayong package na babasa-basa or oily, maaaring ito ay isang suspicious package or items. Kapag nakita tayong package na tumutunog like ticking, vibrating, or any sounds, maaaring ito ay isang suspicious package. Dahil maaaring may sumasabog na laman nito. Maaaring suspicious ang items kapag ito ay may mancha, may mga powder, or di kaya nasisira na dahil kakaiba ang itsura nito.
Handling suspicious items and packages in the hotel. Here are some of do's and don'ts in case you have discovered any suspicious package or items in the hotel. Number 1. Huwag hawakan, galawin o baguhin ang mga bagay na kahina-hinala. Number 2. Sabihan ng iba o ilayo ang mga staff at guests sa lugar kung saan may kahina-hinalang bagay. Number 3. Huwag magpanik dahil maaari itong magdulot ng takot at karagdagang pangamba sa iba. Number 4. Kung kumpirmadong banta ang natagpuan na kahina-hinalang bagay, palikasin agad ang lahat ng guests at staff sa lugar. Number 5. Kung kinakailangang patayin ang HVAC or heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. Number 6. Agad kontakin ang awtoritadong emergency personnel para hawakan ang sitwasyon. At panghuli, ipaubaya ang issue sa mga emergency personnel pagdating nila.
Mabuhay! I'm Arcadia Amalaza and I'm here to discuss how to handle suspicious guests. First, I will discuss some clues on how to identify suspicious guests. 1. Suspicious looking characters tend to be nervous or evasive guests are overly concerned about their privacy. Sa madaling salita, ang mga taong mukhang kahina-hinala ay kadalasang kumikilos na kinakabahan o umiiwas sa pagsagot sa mga tanong lalo na tungkol sa kanilang personal na impormasyon. Pangalawa, they deny access to their room or refuse room cleaning, especially for extended staying guests. Sa madaling salita, maaaring hindi nila hayaan ang mga staff ng hotel na linisin ang kanilang kwarto o pasukin ito, lalo na kung mananatili sila ng matagal. Pangatlo, they are insisting on cash transactions only to avoid further identification. Pang-apat, they attempt to gain access to restricted areas. Sa madaling salita, sinusubukan nilang pumunta sa mga lugar ng hotel kung saan hindi dapat pumunta ang mga bisita, like employee-only sections. At ng panghuli, pang-lima, individuals who take notes, pictures, or videos in the hotel are deemed to be so private in doing so. Sa madaling salita, kung ang isang tao ay lihim na kumukuha ng mga larawan o video sa hotel, malamang na talagang nakatuon sila sa pananatiling pribado ang kanilang mga aktibidad. How do we handle this kind of situations? Here are some of the guidelines in handling suspicious-looking characters in the hotel. Number 1. Politely approach any suspicious persons in the lobby and ask if they need any help. Regular hotel guests will inform you of what they need. Suspicious characters will exemplify evasive characteristics. Sa madaling salita, magalang na lumapit sa mga kahina-hinalang tao kung makita ka ng isang tao na kakaiba ang kilos, tulad ng pag-iwas sa eye contact o paglakad ng may kaba. Magalang na tanungin kung kailangan nila ng tulong. Pangalawa, always make sure that there is simple and informed security personnel in the public area. This gives the suspicious character a hesitation to do such an activity. Number 3, make sure that the CCTV cameras are recording footages at all times for documentation. CCTV personnel should alert any mischievous, suspicious, and overly private individuals or groups in the hotels. Sa madaling salita, panatilihing nakarecord ang mga CCTV camera, tiyaking laging gumagana at nagre-record ang mga camera. Number 4. In case you have seen a suspicious-looking character in the guest hallway, politely approach the person and ask if he or she needs any help. Follow it up by asking for the room number. If the person does not have any business on that floor, politely invite them to go down to the lobby with you. At panglima, take notes of the suspicious characters and document them on an incident report for future references.
General information of the hotel informant. This data is essential for authenticating the filer as well as identifying him or her, legibly representing the name, contact, as well as address of a reporter ensures that incident is well documented, while if necessary it becomes easy to reach the person responsible for the managing the incident. Exact details of the incident. It's really important to understand the nature of the incident and how it happened, giving a detailed description of the incident, including when and where it occurred, along with any other important details, helps investigators and management get a clear picture of what happened. This helps them take the right steps to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Losses and damages incurred. To figure out how much money was affected by the incident, it is important to assess its financial impact. By keeping a record of the losses and damages caused by the incident, the hotel can understand the financial consequences and take steps to minimize these costs. Evidence if necessary. If you have any pictures, videos, or any other evidence that supports the details of what happened, make sure to provide them. This kind of evidence can really help investigators and management get a better understanding of the incidents and make informed decisions on what to do next. Other witnesses in the incident. Getting statements from other people involved in the incident can be super helpful. They can give us different perspectives and maybe even important info that we didn't know before. By including statements from other witnesses, investigators and management can get a better understanding of what happened from different angles. It helps them gather a more complete picture of the whole situation.